I saw a really terrible slasher film recently.
You did not waste your time on Final Stab. You cannot
Final
get that
Stab.
time back. That time is gone. You will never get that Final Stab time
You've
back.
grown your hair out though since then.
I know. I got really drunk after college. It was like, I'm cutting it off. I'm cutting it all off. And then we did this movie called Final Stab that is...
It's pretty special.
But
How long ago was this?
It was probably like 2001 or something. There's like, people take out cell phones to call. Like, and then they're walking in the woods. And the whole thing was filmed on a Steadicam that they did this effect.
Oh,
So it's like, how did you get that whole state on a boat? I don't know. There's lots of lightning, lots of thunder, lots of lightning. There's no rain. My face is orange and my neck is white. And I get to say things like, I don't care. Pretend to find a Coke, find a fucking tampon, do whatever you need. Like, it's...
You're kind of a villainess.
And it's kind of weirdly, it's very, the director makes all these movies and they're very homoerotic. Like, the only people taking off their clothes are the dudes, but they, like, it's pretending to be, you won't get that time back.
Did you have to audition for this?
I did. It was like it was like a Backstage West, submitted myself, got the job, made $100 a day. Yeah. And everybody's seen, because people who watch horror movies watch everything. So they think it's associated with the street.
So there's a lot of straight-faced acting on Children's Hospital, so I have to imagine that maybe like Final Stab or things like that were like good training ground for being like...
Well, I think any actor who has worked a bunch, as all of our cast members have, there's certain, you pay the bills, and so you are doing, it's not like you really believe in every single project you do, and sometimes you get some scripts and they'll be like, oh my god, what to say, how am I going to say it, like, to really honestly, with a straight face, like, say something that is so dumb. And so this is it is a nice, like, kind of breath of fresh air to be able to make fun of some of those, like, really important fucking jokes.
But of course, you believe in Children's Hospital, right?
I believe in this 100%. It's my favorite job I've ever done. It's so... I wish we filmed for longer than 6 weeks because it goes by so quick. We do an episode every 2 days. We're filming 2 episodes at a time. So it's like, after we were just talking today, like, the episodes, I can't even remember, they all went together. But it's so fun and everybody's so good that it's nice it's just nice being on set. Everybody's wonderful, genuinely kind and funny people, and then also incredibly talented. We get amazing guest stars and to come on and just good people.
How'd you get involved in this?
I did an Emmy-winning show that you remember called The Winner. We did 6 episodes. Really, really important work with Rob Corddry, and we really hit it off and stayed friends. And then when he did this, I was doing Worst Week and got off and was like, please give me one Friday off. They're filming this thing and I really want to do it. So I got a Friday off and I filmed Friday, Saturday, and maybe part of Sunday for the first season. I filmed it so fast. I think there was just a week-long shoot for the web series. I think everybody who was in this has done some project with Corddry.
Well, now that you're all alone, nobody's watching over you. Can you give us any juicy gossip, like storylines, future romances, teases?
Yes.
It won't go anywhere.
No. What do you mean? You mean like on set stuff?
Oh,
yes. Everybody has families and kids. Nobody's fucking. It's wonderful. It's very healthy. I hope it goes on for the rest of my life. You mean like
show?
Okay, some like spoiler alerts that aren't spoilers. Yeah, we have an amazing season. There's really incredible episodes that just really stepped up. There's no normal episodes this season. Everything is really ambitious, and there's a spy episode. There's a like contagion-type outbreak episode. We do one that's really very cool. You have a children's hospital scenes going on, and then it will yell cut, and then you see the whole production of Children's Hospital, and that's in black and white, and so it's all the behind-the-scenes drama of our characters who play our characters. That was very cool and very confusing to do.
How is your character different from your character?
Oh, my character is this like really self-important manish, into the craft, who has a unibrow. It's not as extreme as Hubel's character. Every time he goes off stage has a mustache, in between takes too. Like, and Ken Marino's character, no. So confusing. The actor who plays Dr. Glenn Ritchie has a full beard and is like very Joaquin Phoenix crazy. So that was fun. What else do we have? There's a British episode none of us are in. It's like a UK.
We heard a little bit about it where someone plays everyone on the cast. Who plays?
It's as if the UK.
It's like The Office going overseas.
Yeah, it's their version of Children's Hospital. Lauren Conrad from Walking Dead actually plays the doctor. Her name is Lulu something. With Dominic Monaghan, who plays Hubel's counterpart. Francis Fisher is the British chief. Great. It was really, and they all had. It was really weird. In 2 days, these people like were instant best friends. We were looking like, enjoying themselves. What's going on?
A little jealous.
Well, it was weird because they were filming on one floor and we were filming below on another floor, a regular one of our episodes. So we'd come into like hair and makeup and they'd be like, oh, laughing. Like, what's the funny guys? What are you guys doing?
Do you get all the scripts beforehand, before you start shooting for those 6 weeks?
Not all of them. You get a bulk of them, and then later you get like maybe like the last 3 or something. But they are working so hard all the time. Those guys are. The scripts change considerably, and characters just get. One thing is Lake, and then it ends up being Hubel, and it's like. I mean, I'm pretty interchangeable. It doesn't really. If somebody's like not available for some reason, something comes up that day, then they just switch the character and don't really have to change any dialogue. You know, that's how committed we are to character through line and
we saw an episode that Lake Bell directed and Ken Marino wrote.
She was great. She was such a good director. It was really fun to have her because usually we were fucking around on set, and then I was like, oh, you're being a director. Oh, they didn't want to like play jelly bean.
But it seems like an unusual amount of like cast involvement in like behind the scenes.
Yeah, Ken was a producer this year. He was like co-executive producer, and he directed 2 episodes, and Lake directed 2. And there's always people that are showing up as cast members. Like I don't know if Paul Scheer wrote an episode this season, but he has from previous episodes. And he comes. Did he come back? I don't know if so typical, but he came back this year. But and then David Wayne is on. He comes back. Rabbi McJuju. So it's just really. It is. It's fun. It's a big.
Yeah.
Would you want to direct an episode?
I've never directed. I don't know. That I'm not sure. I feel like I'd have to dabble in something else before going into something like this because everybody's so good. I'd be like, I don't know, fuck it up.
Have you had a chance to check out the rest of the convention?
Not yet. I just got in last night, and then today is our shuttle around day. But tomorrow I don't have anything.
Anything interested in checking out? Like anything?
I'm gonna need to get some of My Little Pony stuff for my kids, for my daughters. Yeah, it's really crazy. It's really My Little Pony thing. We have way too much My Little Pony stuff in my house, but that would be the thing. Although my 5-year-old daughter is getting into Spider-Man, so I'm kind of excited about that. She likes bugs.
All of that is appropriate, but there are like grown men who call themselves bronies who are into it.
I'm not into that.
That would be my next follow-up question. Are you into bronies? But
I mean, I have sexually, but like not in like a pop culture kind of way. I'm not a fan of that. It turns me on. but I don't tell anybody except like bloggers.
Right.
You like the three women are all pretty foxy on the show. Like by design, it's like supposed to be like a sexy show where everyone's having sex and everyone looks good. Like how? I mean, it's actually kind of rare to have like an attractive woman also be funny. Is that like a tricky balance to achieve?
I think it's more. There's so many more opportunities for funny women these days, and it's not. I just don't. I don't buy that anymore. That there aren't that many funny women.
Well, no, they are, but they're allowed to be.
There's more parts being written, so it's not. There's not just the like. Cameron Diaz being held up, and the only person getting like. I'm not that you have to love movies, but there's just so many more and opportunities, and on this show especially, they write so well for everybody. And I agree with you. Those ladies are foxy. I am happy to be part of the ladies at Children's Hospital.